friends, welcome to our new video. If you guys are new to our channel or if you did not subscribe to our channel yet, then please go and subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon as well so that you will get the notifications of our new videos. Okay, so let's see the today's problem. Okay, the today's problem is cooking. Okay, and we have given a problem statement. The problem statement is we have two chefs A and B. Chef A wants to cook N dishes and Chef B similarly wants to cook M dishes. Okay, and then Chef A takes AI minutes to cook the ith dish. Here we have given some condition, and Chef B takes BI minutes to cook the ith dish. Okay, that is 1 is less than equals to I is less than equals to M. Okay, and consider the following action. Choose a chef with a dish remaining and cook the topmost dish. Okay, and a dish can only be cooked once. Okay, we want to cook, we want to know that in k minutes how many dishes can we cook at the most by repeating this action. Okay, okay, so here in input, in first line we have given three inputs, that is n, m and k. Second line contains a1 a2, that is n integers, and third line contains m integers b1 b2. Okay, and we have given here some constants here. Okay, and what we have to do, we have to print an integer representing the maximum number of dishes that can be cooked. Okay, so here we have given some sample inputs and output. Okay, for this test case the output should be 3, and here we have given some uh, in this case it takes us 60, 90 and 120 minutes to cook first, second and third dishes from chef A, and 80, 50, 80, 50, 80, 150 minutes to cook first, second, third and fourth dishes from chef B respectively. Okay, we can cook 3 dishes in 230 minutes. Okay, as shown below, this is the maximum number of dishes we can cook. Okay, in this test case, 3 dishes can be cooked in 230 minutes. Okay, here we have given for cook the first dish from chef A in 60 minutes, then from chef B it takes 80 minutes, and in cook the second dish from chef A in 90 minutes. Okay, okay, and this is the second test case. Okay, so in this problem we have to print the maximum number of dishes that can be cooked. Okay, okay, so let's try to code this problem. Okay, so okay, so here first we have to take the inputs from the user. Okay, so first we'll take the scanner class. Scanner sc equals to new scanner system dot in. Okay, so we have taken the scanner class. After that, in input what we have to do in first line, we have to take three integers, that is n, m and k. Okay, so we'll take the three integers. Integer n equals to sc dot next int, then integer m equals to sc dot next int second, and k, this is for third, sc dot next int. Okay, here we have taken the three integers. Okay, now in the second line contains n integers. Okay, that is a1, a2 up to an, and third line contains m integers, that is b1, b2 up to bm. Okay, so here in second and third line we have to take the two arrays for the second and third line. Okay, so here we'll take the two arrays. So let's suppose we'll give the name a, integer a equals to new int, and in this we have to give the okay range. So we'll pass the n. Okay, that means the first array, that is for the chef 1, contains the n elements. Okay, then now we have to take the second. So we'll write integer, let's suppose second array will give the name as b, integer b equals to new int, and here we'll pass the m. So for the chef b contains the m elements. Okay, so we have taken the two arrays, we have declared the two arrays. Now we have to take the input of input elements from of array. So for this we have to take the two for loops to take the array inputs. Okay, so here we'll write for integer I equals to 0, I is less than n, I plus plus. Okay, and inside this we'll write array of I equals to sc dot next int. Okay, so we have taken the first array elements as an input. Now we have to take the second array elements. Okay, so here we'll write again one for loop, and inside that we'll write integer I equals to 0, I is less than m, and I plus plus. Okay, and inside this for loop we'll write b of I equals to sc dot next int. Okay, so we have taken the array elements from the user. Okay, now we have to take the one variable to store the okay. So we'll write long, and let's suppose we'll take one variable that is t, and we'll initialize it to 0. Okay. After that, uh, here we'll write the for loop for integer I equals to 0, then I is less than m, and I plus plus. Okay. And in this for loop, what we need to do, we'll write t and t plus. Okay, t plus. So we have to add the second chef elements. We will store these elements in this variable, that is t. Okay, so here we'll write t plus b of I. Okay. Okay, so we have stored the second chef elements into this new variable. Okay, now here we'll take another variable that is long, and we'll give the uh, name as answer, and we'll initialize it with 0. Okay, now we'll write integer j equals to m. We'll assign the j equals to m. Okay, now we have to write the one more for loop for the first chef. Okay, so we'll write the for loop integer I equals to 0, then I is less than equals to n, and I plus plus. Okay, and inside this for loop we'll write one condition. We'll check if in this for loop we have to check that if the j that is, we have to check the j is greater than 0 or not, and also we have to check that uh, the t elements is greater than k or not. Okay, so here we can write while loop, and in while loop we'll write the condition that is j is greater than 0. Okay, also we'll write and we have to write the second condition, that is t is greater than k. Okay, and if this is true, if this condition is true, then we'll uh, decrement the j, and here we'll write t plus b of j. जो सेकंड शेफ है उसको हम इनिशियलाइज कर देंगे बी, जो सेकंड शेफ के जो एलिमेंट्स है बी ऑफ जे, जो यहाँ पे हमने इनिशियलाइज किया था. ओके, सो इफ and in this we have to check that if t is greater than k, then simply we'll break this statement. Okay, we'll break this statement and after that we'll write answer, and in answer we have to find the maximum, so we'll use the math dot max function to find the maximum. Okay, so and inside this we'll pass the answer and I plus j. Okay, by using this statement we find the maximum element. After that we'll write or we'll check if I equals to n. If I is equals to n, then we'll break this statement. Okay, and we'll write t plus equals to, we'll assign array of or a of I. Okay, and we have added this element. Okay, after this simply what we can do, simply we'll print the result. Okay, so we'll write system dot out dot println, and inside this we'll pass the answer. Okay, okay. We have written the whole code, so here we'll write the import java.io dot star and import java dot util dot star. Okay, we have added these packages as well. Now we'll try to run this code. Okay, so we'll click on run and let's see what. So let's give the input. The input is first is 34240. First line is 34 and 240. Okay, now the second line, that is first array for chef 1, that is 60 90 120. 60 90 and 120. Now we'll give the input for the third line, that is for chef 2. Okay, so the third line is 80 150 80 150. Okay, and output should be 3 80 80 150, then 80 and 150. Okay, now let's try to run and let's see what output it is showing. Oh, output is showing 0. Let's see why output is showing 0. Long equals to 0. This is correct. Then for loop less than equals to n j. This is also correct. Okay. T plus equals to, okay, here not plus, we have to minus here. We have to take minus here. Okay, that is why our output is showing 0. Okay, so we have changed here from plus to minus. Okay, we have to minus the second chef elements in this statement, so we have to take the minus here. Okay, so now let's try to run. Okay, click on run. Now we'll give the input, that is first 3, 4 and 240. This is first line. Then second line, that is 60, 90, 120. This is second line. Then third line, that is 80, 150. Then 80 and 150. Okay, now let's see. Okay, now you can see that output is showing 3, and our required output, you can see that our required output is also 3. Okay, that means our program runs correctly. Okay, now what we can do, we'll copy this code. We'll copy this code and paste it in our program. Okay, so we'll paste here. Okay, now let's try to run this code here. Okay, so we'll copy this input and let's give the input here. Okay, so we'll give the input and let's try to run the code. Now let's see what output is showing. Okay, this is second test case. For the second test case, output is showing 7. That is correct. Now let's copy this first test case and let's paste it here and let's try to run. You can see that the required output is 3 and our output is also showing 3. Okay, now let's try this third test case. Okay, so we'll copy this third test case and we'll paste it here and let's click on run. Let's see what output is showing. See, you can see that output is showing 0, which is correct. Okay, now we'll try to submit our this code. Okay, so we'll click on submit and let's see what uh, our all the test cases are passing or not. The test cases are running. Okay, okay, the 2 test cases are failed. Okay, it's showing memory limit exceeded. Okay, okay, memory limit exceeded error are showing here. So for this type of error, for the memory limit exceeded error, simply you can use the buffered reader instead of scanner class to take the input from the user, so that this error will not come up. Okay, so uh, So uh, let's take the input using the buffered reader. Okay, so simply what I can do, I have remove, or I'll comment out this scanner class input, and here we'll write the buffered class. Okay, so here we'll write buffered reader, and we'll give the name that is br equals to new buffered reader. Okay, and in bracket we'll write new input stream reader, str stream reader, reader. Okay, new input stream reader, and inside that we'll write system dot in. Okay, so I have written the buffered reader. Okay, so after that, to take the input, we have to use the one line, that is dot split method, to take the any input using buffered reader. Okay, so here we have to write string str equals to br dot readline. Okay, br dot readline dot split. Okay, and inside this double quotes, empty double quotes. Okay, so to take the any input from the user using the buffer reader, we have to use this line compulsory. Okay, before taking any input. Okay, now after this line we can take the input. So first we have to take, so first what we have to take, first we have to take the three integers. Okay, so let's take the three integers. So we'll write integer n equals to integer dot parseInt. Okay, and inside this we have to write this string array, and inside this we'll pass the sequence, that is from starting from 0. Okay, so we'll pass 0 here. Now we'll write integer m equals to sc dot, sorry, uh, we have to use integer dot parseInt method. Okay, integer dot parseInt, and inside this we have to write str of, now we'll pass the 1. Okay, now we have to take the third, that is k equals to integer dot parseInt, and inside this will pass str of, now we'll pass the 2. Okay, now we have taken the three integers, that is for first line. Now we have to take that, we have to initialize the two arrays. Okay, so here we'll okay, so we have taken the two arrays here. Okay, now after taking declaring this two array, we have to take these array elements input. Okay, so here we have already discussed that before taking any inputs we have to write this line. Okay, so here we'll copy this line and let's paste it here. Okay, now I can take the array inputs for the first array. Okay, so here I can write for integer I equals to 0, then I is less than n I plus plus. Okay, okay, inside this for loop we will write array of I equals to integer dot parseInt integer dot parseInt, and in bracket we will write str of I. Okay, and okay, so we have taken the first array elements as an input. Now we have to take the second array elements, that is for B. So before writing the for loop for the second array, we have to write this statement. Okay, that is br dot readline dot split. Okay, so simply I'll copy this I'll copy this simply and I'll paste it here. Okay, after that I'll write the for loop integer I equals to 0, I is less than m, and I plus plus. Okay, and inside this for loop we'll take the second array elements as an input, so we'll write b of I equals to integer dot parseInt, and inside this we'll write str of I. Okay, okay, we have uh, taken the second array elements as an input as well. Okay, now let's try to run whether it's run or not. Let's check. So I'll copy this input and let's paste it here. Okay, now let's try to run. Okay, and let's see. Okay, what error is showing? Str not a statement. Okay, here we don't need the square brackets. Okay, let's try to run. Now let's see what output is showing. Okay, okay, you can see that output is showing 3. That is correct. And to use the buffer reader, always you have to use this throws input output exception in main function. This line you have to use compulsory when you are using the buffer reader to take the input from the user. Okay, now let's try to submit this code. Okay, now let's see our all the test cases will pass or not. Now all the test cases are, now you can see that all the test cases are passed.